What's up, guys? It is Monday, November 14th. It's 10:15 a.m. and this is the crypto newsletter. And if you haven't already, link in the bio, join the Discord so you can get updated with these real-time crypto buy and sell automated signals. You can see we have a bunch of signals in here. XRP, XLM. We got a 4-hour buy now for XRP this morning. So maybe we're starting to curl back up. But now let's go into the news. So starting off, blockchain backer. It's like an intense movie. What's true or rumor is up for debate, but the stories, billions of money, corruption, irresponsibility, deception, hacking, heist, mansions, drugs, sex, celebrities, politicians, while sitting on the edge of a seat waiting for the next surprise. It's crazy. That made me smile reading that because it is a movie. We're living through a movie right now, and it's unfortunate what has happened and unfolded, but man, like, is there going to be movies about this? Are we going to be talking about these times in a couple of years from now? It's unreal what unfolded the past week. It's so crazy. All right, so let's go into the next one because Mark Cuban said something perfect, spot on the money. A basic question: why have I invested in crypto? Because I believe smart contracts will have a significant impact in creating valuable applications. I've said from day one, the value of a token is derived from the applications that run on its platform and the utility they create. So the price of a token is based off of the protocol. Is the protocol feasible? Is it scalable? Is it secure? Is it fast? Is it cost effective? Is it sustainable? Then do you have people using it? Do you have people using the protocol? And do you have traction with your protocol? And first off, does the protocol, is it solving a specific problem? Does it have a certain use case? So this is what he's saying here. From day one, the value of the token is not based off of speculation. Oh, it could go to 20K, 30K, 100K. It's based off of what is being built on top of the protocol, and what is the applications and how many applications can you have, how many network participants, and the usage and the utility in the protocol is what gives the token its value. So pretty soon here, I think the next bull run, definitely the next bull run, we're going to see price move based off of utility, not speculation. I'm sure like after everything that's unfolded, we're going to see rapid regulations. And with those, we're going to be set up for the utility coins ISO 222 to shine. So let's go into the next. Well, actually, let's keep reading. What has not been created is an application that is ubiquitous, one that is obviously needed by everyone, and they are willing to go through the learning curve to use. Maybe it never comes, I hope, and I think it will. The best analogy I can use is the early days of streaming. The shit people have to do to listen to a 16K stream of music was insane. An internet subscription for your dial-up modem, download the provider client, download the streaming client. So like basically blockchain is just the next evolution of technology here. All right, so now let's go to the next one. So while prices dumping off a cliff, whales are accumulating at a pace never seen before. Look at the whales. So in the orange, going parabolic here. So they must know something that the mass majority doesn't. But maybe they don't know anything and they're just taking advantage of these fire sale deals right now. So now let's go into the FTX bankrupt, hacked, investigated, a timeline of events, because I believe this was the trigger for the grand finale. And this was it. It's like, all right, the stopwatch has been started for the grand finale to unfold. So let's read through this. A rundown of major FTX events since Binance pulled out its proposed buyout deal, leading to Bankman-Fried's exchange going bankrupt. So November 9th, this was 5 days ago, Wednesday, from bad to worse. So this is where Alameda Research website goes offline, reading the site is currently private and halts its trading with at least one regular counterparty. The SEC as well as the CFTC begins investigating whether FTX mishandled customer funds. And then Binance walks back on its plan to acquire FTX. Then November 10th, FTX hunts for capital. So they're searching for outside liquidity to plug its leaking ship. And then, so they couldn't find anything. besides Justin's son, the Tron founder, he did like some kind of deal to rescue Tron tokens or whatever. But then Tether freezes $46 million of USDT held by FTX. And then only FTX users in Bahamas allowed to withdraw. So they sent like a fake document saying, hey, like we have the right to, we can withdraw out of here. And they withdrew all the money. And then they claimed that, so then SBF, the CEO of FTX, resigned, and then FTX officially goes bankrupt. They declared Chapter 11. Then FTX was hacked for most of its remaining crypto. And then BF, the dude, went on the run. He's literally went on the run, but he's out here tweeting all this random stuff like nothing ever happened. So now we've seen Luna collapse. We've seen FTX collapse. Who would have thought? We still need to keep on our radar Tether, because for years now we've been hearing Tether, watch for Tether. And then this dude said, tireless research allows me to believe that Tether USDT is the largest Ponzi scheme waiting to explode. This is because Tether acts as a fractional reserve bank for Bitcoin and other speculative assets. Tether is printed out of nothing with a keystroke to pump the markets. And then we can see here, right here, potential bank run on crypto.com may be in progress. So there's all these different exchanges now that are scrambling. I'd say withdraw all your crypto off the exchanges, hold them tight on your ledger. If you don't have a ledger, link in the bio, go to stargate-ventures.com, go to the resources tab here. Also claim your free crypto masterclass accelerator first. But after you do that, go to resources, just so you're making sure you're clicking the right link. Go to ledger right here, and then get yourself a Ledger Nano X. I have like 5 of them. They're sick. I love them. Nano X. The S, I don't have the new one, but the Nano X, they're great. So yeah, so do that, because many exchanges may be on the precipice of collapsing. Crypto.com, KuCoin, Gate.io, Huobi. Like I only trust like Kraken, Bitstamp if you want to go that far. Coinbase for sure. I don't even know about Binance.us. I'm not sure about it. I don't feel like I can trust it yet. And then Uphold. I feel like I can trust Uphold. And that's about it. I don't even trust Gemini. So I'm going to take some of these resources off here, especially FTX, because we need to be better safe than sorry. So now let's keep going, because what's even crazier is if we're talking about Tether and FTX and all the relations there, we see that Paulo Arduano, CTO of Tether, visited Sam Bankman-Fried, former FTX CEO, in the Bahamas, then took a private jet to El Salvador. You can see the AA flight in the back that arrived right after he landed. So SBF, the founder of FTX, went on the run, took a flight out of the Bahamas, because they were about to raid him. And then it was weird because the CTO of Tether kind of went same direction. It's like they met up there. So something is undercover that we may not know or ever know what's happening there. But if there's finds out to be ties with Tether, then this scenario that he was talking about could very well play out. And that would be the grand finale moment for crypto. After, like, that's like a wipeout. And then from the ashes, we'll see those phoenixes rise. So then we see this. Because now that all this is unfolding, the grand finale is well underway. The clock has been started for it. You can see this talk about urgent regulation. We need to get regulation in ASAP. So FTX collapse exposed weakness in crypto, Janet Yellen says. The U.S. Treasury Secretary said the crypto sector is in need of very careful regulation, while some lawmakers are already preparing to propose tougher rules. So I believe we could see regulations as quick as December. I don't think we're going to see it in November, but December to January, latest March, we'll definitely see regulations be put in place. So we can see here that he says he'll work with his colleagues at the House of Representatives to examine options for federal legislation. The effects of FTX's collapse could have been worse if crypto was more connected to the traditional financial system. At least it's not deeply integrated with our banking sector, and at this point doesn't pose broader threats to financial stability. To this point, at this point, she says. Then if we keep going here, Kevin O'Leary in his disaster situation with FTX, he predicts that institutional investors are going to avoid crypto until there's regulation. So that's the thing here. This is kind of like what we needed to happen to get the regulations in ASAP. Because once the regulations are set in stone, we got all these things figured out, custody, etc. Then now the institutions can pour in and we can see $1 trillion flow into this market overnight. So this is like a blessing and a curse, what has happened. So let's hear it. There we go. So regulation. Then we see this. SBF's disgrace could make things awkward for Gary Gensler and the Democrats. So Gary Gensler blew it again. This is from Fortune Crypto. And they're trashing him over this. There was like something that came out rabbit hole as far as like Gensler meeting with FTX and all this stuff. It's crazy how he didn't know what was going on, but more scrutiny on Gensler, and very well do. So let's keep going, because Ripple has no debt and $1 billion of cash. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO, said. Couldn't be in a better spot than that, huh? Then we have this. Sam Reynolds takes a fresh look at the U.S. SEC case against Ripple, where 2018 SEC official speech notes may prove crucial. So down here, insights. SEC's unwillingness to disclose William Hinneman's speech, arguably one of the most important speeches in crypto's history, highlights the agency's effort to shape its case against Ripple. And if we go down here, the SEC is keeping emails and notes that led to one of the most important speeches in crypto's history secret from CoinDesk. And it proved to be a watershed moment for crypto that Ethereum wasn't a security when he made that speech. And then what happened is they're trying to get these documents in the court, Ripple, and they actually received a huge win when they got that approved. So I can say that it was well worth the fight to get them. So they got the emails, they've seen them, they've came out saying the corruption is unbelievable, and it's looking positive for Ripple, and it's not looking good for Gary Gensler. So let's keep going here, because we have founder of Kraken telling people on Twitter Spaces to take their coins off exchanges, including his own, if you're not actively trading. And that's facts. Why would you keep it on the exchange if you're not actively trading? If you plan to hold it tight for a few years, get it offline and then just go on about your business. But keep it on the exchange. There's a lot of risk. He says even if the exchange runs a tight ship, the government can seize your coins on a centralized exchange. And the Canadian government did that last year with the truckers' protest. So that's another reason why to have it on a ledger. And then coming up, I believe this week, November 16th. So it's this week in London, our highly anticipated Ripple Swell Global speakers will be entering stage left, right, and center in just a few days. Stay tuned to hear their expertise in all things crypto, finance, payments, and more. Usually you see XRP leading up to the Swell events. They have it every year. It usually pumps but by the end of it, it starts to dump. So it's like buy the rumor, sell the news, or buy the event, buy the upcoming of the event, sell the event type of thing. So we'll have to see, but let's click on it and see what's up. So November 16th to 17th, it's in London. So that's about a day and a half. We're talking like 36 hours here. And together we can transform how the world moves, manages, and tokenizes value. Join us November 16th for unmatched networking opportunities, talks about the impact on CBDCs on global financial inclusion. This year's event will be in person first, and then some will be broadcasted virtually. You have all these huge names here. Like you got MasterCard, Bank of America, Amazon Web Services, you got TrueLayer, SC Ventures, Lulu Financial, BCB Group, United Texas Bank, you have Zange.com, Fireblocks, Trust Wallet, GBBC, Novati, Tranglo, huge companies. And there's going to be an announcement. You can feel it. I feel like they're going to announce some new CBDC partnerships there for sure. Yeah, a lot of big names here. And yeah, so that's going to be it for this newsletter, guys. I'm going to be doing a deep dive today. We're going to be looking into some latest IMF documents, Bank of International Settlements documents, and I'm going to show you the holy grail of cross-border payments. I feel like I haven't seen anybody share that, which is crazy because it's one of the most insane documents I've seen. I've read the whole 60 pages from the European Central Bank. So that will be the deep dive, and I'll see you in that video. If you haven't already, link in the bio, join the Discord. Say what up. I'll say what up back. And then if you haven't already as well, go to stargate-ventures.com. Link will be in the bio. get your free crypto masterclass accelerator. If you have already bought in, you can't buy anymore. The best thing you can do right now is, number one, secure your crypto to a ledger. And then number two is get education. Free crypto masterclass accelerator is going to give you all the tools you need to come out on the other end of this grand finale successful and safe and not lose everything, right? It's going to give you the tools you need to understand where we've been, where we're at, and where we're headed. So when the time comes, you're prepared for it. So I'll see you over in the Discord.